Amidst damp earth, still strewn with golden leaves, sturdy concrete piles bear steel plates, marking the very start of the journey to build a home. From these foundations, two workers, in seamless coordination, place treated timber beams, and soon the whir of drills echoes, securing them firmly. Before long, the outer floor frame and inner joists materialize, shaped by precise saw cuts, creating a robust and interlocking grid. Building upon that solid base, the green tarpaulin is pulled back, revealing pristine white sips, which workers carefully carry and set precisely into place. To ensure an airtight seal, green expanding foam is meticulously applied into the joints, slowly swelling to fill every gap, promising optimal insulation. And so, panel by panel, the sips are installed. A vast, smooth, bright white floor gradually emerges, stark against the somber brown earth. The process of finishing the floor edges begins as a worker skillfully creates precise grooves, preparing for the timber edge trims. These timber edge trims are quickly fitted, not only reinforcing the structure but also being sealed completely by expanding foam at every final joint. From the sturdy SIP floor, lines of expanding foam are again applied, followed by timber sole plates, which are placed and screwed down, founding the rising walls. Then, tall, heavy SIP wall panels are heaved into place by three workers in unison, raised vertically with steady effort, demanding intense focus. The first wall panel is erected, and a perfect right angle begins to take shape, sketching the initial outlines of the living space. Following that, the powerful thud of the pneumatic nail gun resounds, as long nails drive through, solidly connecting the wall panels into an inseparable unit. And so, wall by wall, raised in succession, the house takes clearer shape, enclosing the internal space, robust and secure. 2:58 to 3 o'clock. To access higher sections, a simple wooden ladder is propped up, allowing workers to safely continue the assembly and reinforcement. As night descends, the work doesn't cease. Bright floodlights pierce the darkness, illuminating every detail, defying the shadows. Beneath these lights, the workers toil on, their breath misting in the cold, as wall panels, some with window openings, are carefully installed. A small, makeshift but highly effective wooden platform becomes an invaluable aid, helping them complete high-up details safely. The late-night construction work persists with unwavering concentration. When daylight returns, the house stands solid with its four robust exterior walls. Inside, a new chapter begins with the framing of partition walls. The sounds of measuring, the roar of a chainsaw cutting timber, and sometimes the sharp HEW of an axe shaping wood, all blend, sketching out private spaces. Timber partition frames are rapidly assembled, and the internal space is gradually divided, revealing the final form of a welcoming home. Inside the sturdy shell, partition frames continue to rise, timbers are securely screwed, clearly defining each separate living space. The work moves upward, workers skillfully stand atop the walls, using expanding foam guns to seal joints, preparing for the roof structure. Large timber beams, the raw material for the roof, are carefully transported and arranged by 3 workers, ready for cutting and installation. Large SIP roof panels are hoisted up, 2 workers coordinate smoothly to place them onto the frame, beginning to form the house's protective covering. Roof installation continues, each SIP carefully positioned, joints meticulously sealed, ensuring a weatherproof and insulated structure. A worker below uses a pneumatic nail gun from a low angle, further reinforcing connections between roof panels and wall frames, completing the solid structure. Long timber pieces are transported, preparing for the fascia board installation. Workers skillfully measure and fix them to the roof edges. A worker on the roof uses a power drill to securely fasten the fascia boards, creating a clean, sharp finishing line for the roof. 3 workers coordinate, 1 positioned high uses a hammer, while those below assist with alignment, precisely installing horizontal and vertical timbers. Expanding foam is again used to seal the joints between timber pieces, ensuring structural integrity and aesthetic appeal. Night falls once more, yet the work continues. Under the lights, a worker hammers in the final nails, securing timbers on the porch roof. Long timbers are carefully placed onto the porch frame by 2 workers, 1 uses a hammer, the other a power drill, completing the shelter for the front area. Under the night light, 2 carpenters were working, 1 hammering nails, the other carrying things, together installing and fixing the final details of the porch. The next morning, the installation of the wooden frame for the ceiling was carried out, the wooden bars were arranged parallel and fixed with a nail gun. 3 workers coordinate smoothly, 1 holding, another nailing, creating a solid timber frame plane above the living area. Work on the roof continues, a worker carefully uses a circular saw to precisely trim the ends of timbers, ensuring a perfect fit. The final roof rafters are lifted by 2 workers, positioned, and secured with a power drill, creating a sturdy roof ridge. The house now boasts a complete roof frame, standing tall and proud, ready for the final finishing. The house has taken its basic form, workers skillfully install the final gable wall panels, completing the apex of the wall structure. In the yard, 2 workers measured the rafters for the roof. Their quick hands arranged them and prepared to assemble them. Then, he carefully used a screw gun to secure the joints on top of the wall, ensuring the stability of the roof. Under the golden but not too harsh sunlight, the workers are still trying their best to put the trusses up and assemble them on schedule. The chainsaw screeches, the nails ring out, blending together like a symphony of labor. Each sound is a musical note, painting a rhythmic melody of the hard work, perseverance, and dedication of the diligent workers. The final details of the roof frame were nearly complete, signaling the moment to lay down the underlayment. The workers gently stretched the sheet across the roof surface, carefully adjusting each corner with practiced hands. Wooden battens were placed with precision to hold it in place, and the nail gun echoed in steady rhythm, securing the layer firmly, preventing any shift, as if each element had found its rightful place in a carefully crafted blueprint of dedication and skill. Moving on to the windows and the main door, the craftsman carefully applied adhesive and added wooden trim pieces, both to reinforce the structure and enhance its visual appeal. Each detail was thoughtfully handled, making the frames look more polished and elegant, adding a refined finishing touch to the overall look of the house. Dusk had begun to settle, and the warm glow of work lights lit up the unfinished structure, yet the craftsman remained deeply engrossed, one measuring, another driving screws, each fully focused as if time had slipped away. By the next morning, the porch of the house had begun to take shape. Rafters and bracing beams were carefully installed by the craftsmen, each step carried out with precision and attention to detail, reflecting their skill and dedication. The underlayment for the roof was also carefully finished and securely fastened by the workers, ensuring it wouldn't shift over time and helping to maximize the home's durability and longevity. Thanks to the skill and experience of the craftsmen, the roof was carefully laid and pressed firmly into place. Every section and detail was secured with nails and screws with meticulous care, reflecting dedication in every move. Used to frame the walls were also completed by the craftsmen, installed neatly to form a solid and evenly structured base for the house's exterior. The hot metal sheets the workers are using are wrapped around the wooden beams surrounding the roof, in order to prolong their lifespan and prevent them from being attacked by termites over time. Once all the preparations were done, the workers, with a sense of determination, swiftly moved the roofing sheets to the staging area. Each sheet was lifted to the roof, bathed in sunlight, with every hand working diligently, ready to complete the sturdy roof of the house. Every detail was measured carefully and meticulously, ensuring that there were no mistakes, preventing any waste for the homeowner, and guaranteeing perfection in every step of the process. Quickly, the roof of the house was nearly complete, and the workers were carrying out the final steps. Waterproofing sheets were applied to cover the gaps between the two sections of the roof, while steel bracing bars were installed, ensuring the house would remain sturdy even in the face of powerful storms. The workers also paid attention to the details surrounding the house. They were diligently installing protective elements around the foundation and walls, not only to reinforce its durability but also to enhance the house's appearance, making it look more elegant and sophisticated. As the evening began to fall, the golden hues of the sunset filled the air. The workers, though tired, were determined to complete the final details, wrapping up their hard day's work before heading home to rest after hours of dedication. The next day, heavy snow fell, blanketing everything in white, but it did nothing to dampen the workers' enthusiasm and dedication. They persevered, diligently finishing the final details of the house, determined to deliver a flawless project despite the harsh weather. And finally, after many days of relentless effort, the house stood tall, clean, and beautiful. The workers, with their dedication and hard work, turned every challenge into a remarkable achievement, delivering a sturdy and proud home for the owner.